Morning legends, welcome to day 2 of our skills development program. We've got our young, highly skilled cricketers in the background warming up. Yesterday was an excellent day. We got a lot done. We used the centre wickets, which was awesome. The kids got to practice some power hitting, some 20-20 batting, which they don't often get to do and see in the centre. So today we've got Adam Voges coming this morning for a talk. We've got them doing their warm-up now. Then we've got some mental skills mixed in with some yoga. During the middle of the day, we'll have some lunch, and then we'll get out in the centre wicket again this afternoon. Good build, So I want one thing about what you took out of that talk with us. Start with you, Doki. One thing. There's a lot there. What was one main thing? Without referring to your notes, just shut your books. Use your routine, how important the routine is to help you with your nerves, because then it creates familiarity. Absolutely right. Jack?
Just do the little 1% for teammates.
Yeah, good, really good. And that's sort of what we spoke about yesterday morning. You've got to be selfish to some extent, but you've got to be selfless and help your mates. Good. Tommy?
I think it's interesting how he uses his sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see a lot of players do that. I'm the same. If you can't pick which way it's spinning, they often just try and go the horizontal back, because that takes out which way it spins. Yeah? Ados?
How much extra hard work would the really good players put in?
Yeah.
Compared to all the other decent players, the really good ones do a lot more.
A little bit more, don't they? Yeah. And he mentioned, so this is Cameron's mum. He mentioned Cameron and he mentioned Steve Smith and so forth. So yeah, absolutely. Tyler?
That he hasn't met anyone successful that hasn't worked hard. It just shows you have to work hard to be your best.
Absolutely. And that's why, I was going to say when he's here, but I thought I'd do it now. That's why we made this camp 4 days and 7 hours a day. We could have made it 3 hours, we could have made it 2 days, we could have made it easy for you guys, but we wanted to challenge you, and we wanted to, I know people are already tired. And Adam's talking about some of the Scorchers players are tired, getting a bit fatigued, but you've got to deal with that as a cricketer. If you guys want to be successful and have a life in cricket, you've got to be able to perform and do it under fatigue. Yeah? Everybody, I'll introduce you to Linda.
Hi everyone.
This is Linda Bancroft, Cameron's mum. And can you sort of tell them a little bit about your program and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So basically my program is called Wellbeing for Kids, and I've put together this sport program which focuses on exercises that will prevent injuries, and strengthen the body, flexibility, mindful exercises which will help focus on calm your mind in the different cricket scenarios, and also relaxation as well. So I'm going to be going through quite a lot of examples of different exercises that you can do to improve your game. And basically that's it. So in an ideal world, I work with lots of sports people, but I also go around and work in schools, so do lots of school programs, primary schools, high schools.
Awesome. So we're going to be doing a combination of physical activity and mental skills as well.
You know, when we look in the mirror and we see what our hair looks like. We see whether we've got pimples on our cheeks or our chin. We see what our clothes look like. But we never ever think about what does it look like on the inside. Would you agree? Yeah. So my therapy is about healing the inside. If you heal from the inside out, then the rest of it will be fine. We'll also be doing lots of mindfulness exercises. We're going to work on breathing exercises to calm. We're working on focus exercise, concentration exercises as well. And then we're going to also have a really nice relaxation. I'm hoping that some of you may have experienced calm and peace in your life at some stage. But I'm also hoping that today I can take you to a deeper place that you've never been before, so that when you sit up, you actually think, wow, I didn't know that place existed. So together, hopefully that's what we're going to do. Sounds good? Great. Turn to the person next to you. Say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Before we start, about their cricket game. It's about your cricket game. It's about you and nobody else. So whatever you do on your mat is only your concern. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. And I want you to start tapping your head. Stay sitting where you are. If you need to release your legs, that's okay. I know some of you might be uncomfortable. What you do is the right thing for where you are right this moment. Good. Grab your oars and rowing forward, rowing back. So we're just starting to activate the bellies a little bit. And back, forward and back. That's it. Working on your shoulders over your wrists. Keeping your fingers nice and spread. Pushing down your index finger, that's your second finger next to your thumb. Fingers nice and spread. There's lots of wiggling going on. See if you can hold that. Shoulders forward, keep that back flat. Good. And then push your hips right back up to a downward facing dog. Good. Right, next finger, calms the brain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Finding a way to get at that fraction fuller. What's that? What do you mean? What do you reckon it is?
I just reckon I'm taking too many hops, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so
Instead
just-
of taking that one stride.
So try, and if that's what it's feeling like, just try and tinker to find a way to make it feel better.
Yeah.
So there might not be one thing, but you might just have to try like just bigger steps quickly, or you might just have to try sort of a shorter delivery stride or a bigger delivery stride. You just play around with it a little bit.
Yep.
That's why you're here,
Yeah.
to just play with it. Doesn't matter that you're bowling that, because you can then problem solve, figure it out, and then in a game it won't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So just keep working it, keep trying different little things.
Yeah, no.
Down.
Yeah.
Well done, Jack. Well reacted. Alfie. Wow, could your calling have been better?
Say wait until he picks it up.
Wait and then no. Yep. Good. Good. Got to do the little things well. Yeah, G. Good, Georgia. Brilliant. Into the gloves, every ball. Quality. Yeah, Jack. Good call, good running. Nice, Alfie. Catch! Chase! Come on, push him hard, push them both hard. Good turn, Alfie, turn and go, Yeah, keeper!
Damn.
Well done, get there, Alf. Well done, good cricket. Nice shot, Alfie, much better. Put your head straight across. Alright, worth trying while you're here. Catch it! Catch! Yeah, bomber! Right. All good cricket. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well played. Been on the boundary that you normally would. Catch a bad ball. And once you start to land it, once you start to bring it.
Oh. Nearly got him with a double bounce. Nearly got him with a bounce.
Got it with a double bouncer. Yeah, no ball. Nah.
Nah, bounce next time.
Jacko, get it up there, get energy in your action. Catch it.
Yeah.
On a bomber.
Ready.
Yeah, good throw. Yes, bomber.
Wait on, Johnny.
So, Jack, I reckon for you, while you're still like quite little, I think you need a lot of energy and you're going to be slow and hard to get down. You need to use that momentum you're getting now to get the ball highlighting the game then.
Catch! Oh. Well, Tyler Gaskey's coming in the bowl here on a pretty juicy Fletcher Park wicket. He's on! Oh!
Oh, that's brilliant bowling.
Bit too far over me head to jump there.
Alfie,
I'll leave it to Reedy.
Play that.
Should
But
probably
you need
help
to
him,
really
but
remember that shot there when you want to
It's
do
out
it in
there.
a game. Because that there, what you just did is what you need to do in a game. And that should give you the courage to be able to do it in a game. That was brilliant. You just got to back yourself in a game. Awesome. You've done it there, you can do it in a game. Excellent. Alright, Jacko, back to Fox Cricket commentary.
Big Eagle's coming in the bowl here. Short wicket. Oh, swing and a miss. Went back there. Probably could have transferred a bit more weight onto the back foot. That's alright. T-Gask. Big leg spinner. Oh, he's gone back to the cut again. Couldn't pick the gap. I reckon he's going to toss it up and he's going to whack it behind square. Oh!
Catch! Oh! One more ball. Alright, done. You two, excellent. Alright, Alfie, Hayden, I want you guys to think right now, and you're going to write it down later, what you did well, what you could have done better. Okay, from that 20-minute centre wicket, Alfie, you might say you used your feet well and hit the spinner over mid-wicket. Write that down. Okay, build and ingrain those things that you're learning. I want them going in your booklet later. Okay, well done. So you guys are in workout with Will, whether you're doing spin or pace. What the routine's going to be here? What is it in a game, and what are you going to focus on here? Eve?
Try to get myself in. Bad ball.
Yep.
Put it away.
And when you say try and get yourself in, do you have anything you do? Do you sort of walk away? Do you take a deep breath? Do you sort of like squat? Is there anything in particular you do in your starting routine?
Walk away from the wicket, look at the field, look for gaps.
Good.
Crack and
Good.
try to rotate the strike.
Good, because you want to be crystal clear on what your routine, like Vogsy said earlier, the routine helps you deal with those nerves, yeah? So for me, I could tell you exactly what I do. I'll take guard, I'll mark the centre, I'll stretch my hammies, I'll jump around while I'm looking around the field, I'll do a couple of shadow bats, and then go. Yeah, and that makes me feel ready. Tommy, what about you?
For me, I'll sort of stand around, take a while to look at the field.
Yeah.
And I'll pick my gaps where I want to single in, where my boundary is.
Yeah.
So if I get a certain ball, I can sort of take a single there, or that'll be my boundary option.
Yeah, good. All right, good. So 20 minutes, loud calls, nice and positive. Okay. Georgia and I've got ball on the road. For you, it's not a skill thing. It's mental. You just need to really get clear on your routine before every ball. Deep breath, relax, and just try and have a positive thought. You can say, oh, just think about where you're going to bowl, top of off, in swing, or whatever you need to focus on. Try and block out all the other things that are going on, what the score is, who's watching, what your brain's saying to you sometimes, or whatever. Just focus on those one or two things that are going to help you.
Yeah.
Come back. Are you guys doing short or spin? What are you doing?
We're actually practicing just trying to hit behind square, dropping and running.
Okay.
So soft hands and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like that, if a bowler's bowling at my hips, I feel like that's my getaway shot.
Yeah.
I feel
Like I really want to single every time they bowl on my pads. Oh, good lead, mate.
Head around as batters is if you have like a real strong presence with your calling, it sends a message to the opposition that you're on. Shows you want to be there. Shows you're switched on. If you're like not calling or you're quiet, they're not really going to sort of think that you're there for the battle. But if you're like, wait on, no, and you've got a real presence, it really sends a message to them. So I want to hear some proper, assertive, loud calls. No matter what your call is, I want to hear it loud. Man, sort of in line with the stumps. Yeah, so like right out on the boundary in line with the stumps. Because when it's slow, they're going to hit more in front of square. And then you can have a backward sort of 45. And if you're getting hurt, you can put him out as well. But rather than having a deep forward square, I'd have more a deeper wicket on like a slower wicket like this, because that's where you're getting hit. Well bowled and well played, good cricket. Like, Tyler, I like how you looked like you were just a bit slower there. Yeah. Looked like you were just a bit more precise. Deep breath. And then you sort of looked like you were fully focused on what you wanted to do. Brilliant. Yeah. Deep man should be on that line.
On the non-strike.
Stay about there, Shawnee. Stay about there. Oh! Come boys, better throws. Yeah, shot. That's all right. I was just saying, because you're sort of a bit inconsistent at the moment, you just got to bowl more. I'd just say have an in-out field. Like you could have a deep mid-wicket, a deep mid-on, you could have a catcher in there where you just got a wicket. Yeah. You could have a 45, you could even have a slip. No. You could have a deep point. You could protect your boundary for when you bowl a bad ball, and that'll keep your confidence. You're not getting hit for the boundary, but still try and get wickets through your men in the wicket, or in the ring. How many on the leg side do you have?
Probably use more standard. Got mid-on.
Mid-on?
Mid-wicket here.
And a fine leg.
Yeah.
Because if you're swinging them, I'd almost say it'd be nice to have a square leg as well and attack the stumps. Like if you're going across the batter, then you'd probably only have 3 on this side, and then you'd have more on the offside, try and nick them off sort of thing. But at the shape you're getting at the moment, you bowled them at the stumps, and you're testing the batter's front pad. So don't sort of, if it is swinging, I'd be saying get that one across and try and bowl it sort of middle and off. Okay. Test their pad with the in swing.
Okay. So I'm gonna really toss one up here. I reckon I could get him out of his crease here. I tie him up in the nets at training, so I tie him up in the middle.
Alright guys, another great day, well done everyone. Thanks for your attitude and effort again today. Obviously we weren't outside as much. We had a good chat with Vogues and we did our 2 hours inside, so you were a bit fresher this afternoon, but also it's day 2, so you're probably a little bit more fatigued. And as I said earlier, as the days go on, 3 and 4, you're going to start to get more and more fatigued and tired, so you've got to sort of dig deep. And it really tests your concentration and your application. Reedy just made a good point that it got a little bit sluggish towards the end there. There was a bit of slogging going on, which is okay, and you guys are having a lot of fun, which is excellent. But you've got to make sure you're using your time wisely. Okay, you've got to make sure you're setting yourself a goal, setting yourself a purpose. And you as an individual, this is where it comes back to being a little bit selfish at times. You've got to get out of it what you need to get out of it. Okay, if the bowlers are being a bit silly as a batter, maybe you need to say, oh, can you bowl properly, or you just zone it out and just still bat properly. Okay, you've got to make sure you're using your time well. You don't get centre wicket practice very often. You've got to bat out there for 20 minutes, and I think on the whole it was really good. But just make sure that you're using your time wisely. And like I say, it was good. There was great banter going on. The bowlers were having a good time. The fielders were having a good time. But make sure you're really sort of setting a goal and you're sticking to it. Well done again today. I want you all to go back tonight, fill out your booklet. 3 things you did well, 3 things you could have done better, and 3 things you learnt. Okay, you've probably already got a few things you learnt from Voguesy and from the yoga sort of session. But from the centre wicket there, I want 3 things you did well, 3 things you could have done better. Okay, and get specific. It could be that to the leg spinner, you used your feet and you clipped into mid-wicket well. Rather than just, I used my feet well. Be specific so you can start to really tell yourself and understand what you're doing well. And then again, things you could have done better. Okay, when I'm driving, I need to hit the ball on the ground. When I'm driving through mid-off, hit the ball on the ground. I'm just leaning back, hitting in the air a bit. Okay, or I could have got deeper in my crease and cut harder rather than just dabbing it. Be really specific about the things you're doing well and also what you need to do better, because that's how you're going to improve. Not just through the hours of work, but actually reflecting on it and learning from it. Okay, any questions? Nah, make sure you drink a lot of water tonight. If you've got training, just take it easy, but sort of still put in, but just maybe tell your coaches you've been training all day today as well, so they're aware. If you don't have training, rest up, have a nice sort of cold shower probably, rest up, so you're feeling fresh tomorrow. Your recovery from now until tomorrow morning is really important. Try and sleep well tonight, but lots and lots of hydration. Eat a nice healthy meal tonight. Well done. Good work, guys. See you tomorrow.
Let's try this in a bit.